Hi, and welcome to Paper Root Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm making my first layout for the Whole Kit and Caboodle YouTube hop. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing layout 1 for the Whole Kit and Caboodle series, and this is a challenge where we're going to use a kit from start to finish. So I will be starting with the collection kit from photo play paper and taking you through the steps on how I will be using up the entire collection. And I hope that you find this kind of video inspiring. So this is the base page that I'm starting with. This was not from the Whole Kit and Caboodle kit that I chose, but it was with the theme, and I had taken some of my music themed papers and added them to the kit because I would like to work my way through those as well. And I thought I would just beef up the kit a little bit and add those extra papers and use them. So this is the sticker that tells me that this is a paper from the Rock. It just says 12 by 12 Rock Big Guitar Silver Foil, and it's from DCWV. I don't know if I can actually get the sticker off of here. Maybe I'll just leave it. It won't hurt anything, right? Okay. So this is the background page that I am starting with, and as I had mentioned in the kit video where I was making kits, I had 2 of these, and I thought I'm going to cut one out, fussy cut it, and I'm going to pop it up on the background, which I've already cut it out off camera because I thought that would be boring viewing. And I've backed it with, because we're talking about using up our stash, I thought I would show you another little trick that I like to do, which saves me money on double-sided adhesive. So I finished off this, the Magic of Winter chipboard accents Echo Park paper chipboard sheet. So I used the pieces that were in it, and then I thought I'm going to use the leftovers to back my piece here. And sometimes I do that. It just, you know, if I have a chipboard I can use in place of double-sided adhesive or even fun foam or whatever, I feel like this is kind of like a free version because I'm really, what I'm paying for is the elements, right? Like the chipboard elements that are in here. And so if I don't throw this in the trash bin and instead I use it as adhesive, or I guess it's not adhesive because I'm using glue as my adhesive, but if I use it as a dimensional way to pop up my embellishments or whatever, in this case this giant guitar piece on my layout, it just saves me some money on that double-sided foam tape because the white glue is really quite inexpensive comparatively to a double-sided foam tape, right? So that is how I am popping this up today. So I just took it apart until the whole thing I felt was backed well enough that it's going to be able to go down on here, and no parts are going to sink into the page. So that is what I'm using. And I also like that it's no more than the thickness of a chipboard piece. So it's not overly... So if you're one of those people who's like, I don't really like to pop things up, but you do use chipboard, that's another way to know that you're only, you know, popping it up as much as what the chipboard piece is, right? It's not getting too excessive in terms of height and bulk for your albums. So that is, and I like how that looks. That's really great. It doesn't look as great on camera, I can see, because it's 2-dimensional, but in real life, I really like how that gives it that little shadow. Okay, so then I also had printed my photos. Oh, I was going to say that I already inked it with Black Soot Distress ink before I turned the camera on because just again, I'm trying to, like, my videos tend to get really long when I'm doing these, so I just wanted to try to cut down the time a little bit. So here is the label that I printed. It came from my little label box that I made for this kit, and I printed my journaling on there. I printed off my photos that I had added in my page kit video. So there's those. I cut this photo down quite a bit. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have glued this yet. This is gonna need to tuck under. The glue's still wet, so we're good. Maybe I'll do that right away though, so that it doesn't completely dry on me. I'll get my T-square to help me get this straight. Okay, so let's do that first. We'll get this down here. I don't know. These ones I pulled out because they have that silver foil on them. I know it's hard to see because of the way the lighting is right now, but I'm just working off the daylight, so not much I can change about that. But I thought this might be cute down here. This says that rocked. This says this is now. And it says, I was happy to see Jeremy on stage with the clam daggers. We were practically family when we were teenagers, and I miss hearing his music. So this is now kind of fits in with that, right? Do I want a tag tucked in here? Maybe something here. There we go. That's kind of cute. Fits into that little spot just so nice. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to re-glue that. Just going to hold that for a second to keep it in place. So what does everybody think about this whole series? I think it's so interesting to be seeing how other people are going about using up their entire collections. So I really love it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm going to learn some things about how other people go about doing this too, which is awesome because it's always good to have new ideas on how to make things like that work. So kind of stuck to the back of my photo, so I'm just gonna put the adhesive down on the page and go with it there. And then I think I can put my date there. What do you think? So I did preset my date stamp before I turned on. Is that straight? Yep. Okay. Again with the angles, right? Okay. There we go. Nice. Oh, but you know what? I can't leave that there because I haven't put my title on yet, and that's where my title was gonna go. So it's okay. We'll have a plan B. Don't worry. Don't worry. There we go. There we go. Oh, I like that title there. Okay, so we're good. Maybe I can do something like this, right? So no worries. We will get it all figured out. Maybe this one can go up here in this space here. Here we go. Happy times. Here we go. Okay, I think we got it. All right, now I have to decide, do I want this here or do I want to tuck it over? I can always put it in this part. Could just swap the two places, right? This, oops. This one and this one, because this one has no writing on it, so it doesn't matter what part of it is covered up. Whereas this one does. We want it to be readable. I'm just going to sit this, actually I'll sit this on here, it's pretty heavy. Glue it back down. Okay, so now comes the decorating part. So I do have this other sheet of paper, which I haven't used at all yet, but I thought I could put something from it back under here. So I'm just going to cut a strip of the music note stuff. This was the third paper in my kit, so I had the two big guitar pieces of paper, is what I'm trying to say, but it did not come out the way I intended. So maybe what I'll do is I'm going to cut this strip off. Ooh, that turned out nicely. Look, it says just a note. What? Maybe I can use that somewhere too. And then I'm going to cut between these two lines of music. This very talented friend of mine is also, he doesn't just play guitar on stage, he's also a composer. He also teaches music. He's quite a talented and amazing man. I'm thinking something like this. Sorry, that was off camera. That was annoying. Okay, so I'm thinking something like this. I love this too. Maybe I can get just a note up somewhere else. Maybe here. Where's my scissors? There they are. I don't know. That's kind of cute. I could put it there. But yeah, that turned out really neat that I cut it off without looking and it had that strip of writing on it. Okay, so I'm thinking like something here. And then maybe I'll put a little bit up here. I also have some silver washi. I didn't include it in my kit because I knew this is the only paper that had silver on it, so I didn't think I would need to include, but I thought maybe I could do something like this. That might be fun. Okay. A little washi strip there. Maybe one down here. Okay. That one I'll have to cut because it won't wrap around in the same way, I don't think. Well, maybe. There we go. Okay, so we have those little silver. I also grabbed these star punches because we have stars, and I grabbed some silver, where did it go? Silver scrap out of my scrap drawer. So I thought maybe I could get some smaller stars with the bigger stars, at least around the title area. So just this size, I'm thinking. This is from Making Memories. This scrap, I can still see the branding on the back of it. I don't know how long I've had it for, but looks like it might have been a while. So maybe one down here, one up there, maybe one over here. Something like that. Okay, so we have 3 stars. Sorry about the way that that reflects. I don't know how else to film with the metallics. That, my journaling. And then I also grabbed, because I knew that I would only need them for this particular layout, so they're not really part of my kit, some of these pearls. But then I noticed there's these gold ones, so I might actually add it to the kit. But I thought they would be cute on these little circly parts here. There we go. Okay, there we have it. So I really like how that looks, and it adds to that large element on the page. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to clip into this and make it into like a little banner, I think. I'm kind of thinking I need a gold star, a silver star on this with my journaling, because there's one with my date. There's silver over where my date is, and there's silver over where my title is. But there's no silver down here. So maybe that's where these little stars need to be, hey? Put 2 down here, and then I think I'll put 1 up by my title. There we go. Okay, so we have all of those things. Now I'm just gonna quickly pop through here and see if there are things that I want to add. So I have this little bin of goodies that I can draw from, and I do like this. I like the gray one actually for this layout because there's so much black on here already, and gray is kind of our highlight color, but I think that would go really nicely in there. What else do I have in here? I have little cameras, might go on there okay. Maybe this. I'll just pull a bunch of things that I think could maybe go, and then we'll decide. And we'll leave it at that for now. Okay, let's see. We have, remember this. It's kind of fun. We have here, ooh, that could go nicely there, couldn't it? Life is good. Live in the moment. Coming out of the skull, live in the moment. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. Too much like that. Although, could I put this on top? No, it's too big. Okay, what about this one? Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I try too hard to like make things fit, make things work. Kind of like that though. Kind of, this grid kind of reflects what's happening in this alphabet up here. Let's go. No. Fun. That title's already so big. I don't know. What about an arrow? We got an arrow here. That's covering up our little skeleton fella. That covers up his face. Here's another star. Get another star on here. And a heart. No, it's too black on black, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. No, not really. What about a ticket? We did have to pay a cover charge that day, so tickets are pretty relevant. Maybe this could go in behind here as another layer. And then that on top. Okay, decided those are too big. And I feel like I have chipboard here and here. Do I need a third? No, because my title's chipboard, so that's kind of a third piece. And then maybe this camera can go down here, layered in somehow. This is now. Something like that. Okay, so let's set those aside to be put away afterwards. I was thinking I wanted some music notes up here too, but I'm now starting to think that it might be too much. So we'll set that aside. Put the washi back. Okay, so let's see if we can get some of these things onto the layout without making it too crazy, too terribly crazy. All right, so I've glued everything down. I think this is my finished layout. I don't really have like finishing touches in each cluster, but I feel like because I have these, maybe I don't need them, or maybe I need to pop a few of these in my little clusters. But otherwise, I feel like we're pretty finished up. I do see that this, where I tried to lift these alphabets, it's kind of coming up off the page, so I might have to fix that, but we will see. So otherwise, I think we're doing pretty good. I don't think I need to add anything else. If I do decide to add a few little finishing touches in the two cluster areas, then you will be able to see them on the close-up shot at the end of this video. So I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you find it inspiring, and I will be back again soon with layout number 2. So I think that's it for today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.